Hey folks, here OS and VTXreviews.com. You're watching our video review of the Klipsch Promedia 2.1. These are a pair of pretty cool and pretty high sounding and pretty good sounding pair of home speakers for you to use in a theater-like environment. They can be plugged into any smartphone, any tablet, any computer, anything really with a 3.5mm headphone jack. So it's really designed for portable electronics. But again, if you want your portable electronics to sound really, really good, you can hook them up to these pair of very awesome speakers. Now, there are a few downsides to these Promedia 2.1 setup. One of them is being the price. The entire setup costs about $200 or so for 3 speakers, 2 standard left and right speakers, and 1 for the subwoofer, which is a little bit costly for a standard 3.5mm headphone-driven pair of speaker setups. And the second one is that it's really heavy and has a ton of wires. So if you are planning on getting these to be kind of a movable pair of home audio theater experiences. So if you want to use it to carry around from room to room, trying to take this with you from different occasions, it's not going to work out because the subwoofer weighs a lot and it's going to basically stay in one place and not going to move around very easily. Also, this thing has a jungle of wires attached to it. It has a wire going from the subwoofer to the wall for the AC. It has the subwoofer going to the left speaker, subwoofer going to the right speaker, the 2 speakers hooking up, the speaker going to the 3.5mm headphone jack, and everything just becomes very tangled very easily. So if you don't like wires, there are better options out there for you. Still, if you look behind and beyond those defects, I think this is still a really good sounding pair of speakers for the money, especially great for those wimpy sounding laptop speakers and you want to amp up your game. This is a great way to go and watch back videos, play back songs, and create a very immersive experience at that. Taking a look, we just have this plugged into our cell phone 3.5mm headphone jack. The power on and off switch on these speakers are located behind the subwoofer, which I find a little bit concerning because it's difficult to reach back and to get those depending on where you put your subwoofer in your setup. But the actual knob for adjusting the volume and the subwoofer's volume are located on the small speaker. So it's on different places on different speakers. But the wire themselves are pretty good, so you can actually stretch these speakers apart in a very good distance. So you can, again, set this up to the left and to the right, and depending on how you want to set up your theater experience, it works very, very well. And you can, again, create a very immersive 3-dimensional sounding experience, just like in a movie theater, which is pretty cool. So 5.1 surround sound for sure. So if we wanted to play back a quick video, perhaps our YouTube channel video, and we have this streaming over YouTube, we can play this back and kind of turn up the volume. And you can see that the sound quality is really excellent. The plug here is actually a standard silver-plated one, not gold-plated, but even with that in mind, even though it's not gold-plated, the connection is still very tight, there weren't any staticky moments at all, and the sound quality is quite impressive. Even more so as you start putting up the subwoofer, which we'll show you now. So again, the thing is, it's really difficult to appreciate, I guess, how well music comes through with a YouTube video shot through a camcorder, but the actual experience being in front of these is really, really good, and the subwoofer really has quite a punch to it. So if you want something that's really heavy, going to create a lot of sound, very loud in terms of volume, but also creates really crisp sounding music and crisp sounding sound in general, then these will more than do the trick, especially for a theater-like experience. I think that they are best suited perhaps for action films, or again for sound effects that are a little bit lower in tone rather than really high-pitched sounds, which it gets a little bit tinny with. But overall, still very, very impressive, especially for the money. Another downside to this is that I would like to see kind of a net covering up these speakers to kind of protect them, but that doesn't come included. So they're kind of easy to damage if you accidentally press your hand against one of these. Something might kind of pop or whatever, but still overall, very nicely designed pair of a home audio theater experience. Really good price tag considering the value that you're getting. Just downsides include the fact that you have a lot of wires and it's quite heavy, and the fact that the kind of placement of the buttons, the power on and off, and also the sound adjustment to knobs are at different locations, which can get a little bit confusing. Overall, these are really good, especially if you want to, again, punch up Again, really good experience for watching movies or playing back music on a laptop, on a smartphone, or on a tablet with a 3.5mm headphone jack. Thanks for watching this video review here at OS and VTXreviews.com. This is Klipsch Promedia 2.1. Thanks for watching.